Hey everybody, this is David B69, and yeah, we're doing horribly. You can see we are 1-4, and we're going to be going up against the 3-2 Giants. Want to take care of a few things before we start. Um, the provable thing where we basically have our settings, and you can see we're all pro. I want to change the quarter length from 12 minutes to 11, and also change the minimum clock time and move it down to 20. It basically helps speed up the game a little bit, and hopefully we will be able to have a more accurate number of plays. Because in that last game, we had over 70 passes. That is incredibly high. So it's like it doesn't make sense for statistically comparing the numbers and stuff. It's not going to make too much of a difference in our overall year, but it bothers me personally. So it's like basically needed to reduce them. And we'll see what happens and stuff and everything with those two settings and see if it actually makes a difference. You can see that pass yards. I mean, we have Jalen Hurts. He's leading the league with 1,874 yards, which he's above Burrow, who has 1,618 yards. We have the same amount of touchdown passes. So it's like, really, is it really making that much of a difference? Not too much, but it's like I don't think Hurts should be at that high of an echelon. Personally, just from just what's called it, and with all the interceptions and other stuff and everything that's going on, I don't really see that Jalen Hurts deserves that number. He has 18 interceptions with the 14 touchdowns, so that's a lot. It shouldn't really be that. So yeah, I just feel that we shouldn't have that many. The incredible thing is we've only been sacked 4 times all year long. That is amazing to me that I've been able to avoid a great amount of sacks. I've been trying to get rid of the ball as fast as possible, which one of those in the last game ended up being a turnover, um, which is like crazy. So just wanted to go over that real quick. Let's see, QB breakout. What is this going to be?
The organization was very pleased with his showing in their last contest. Coaches want to build on it quickly. A repeat effort this week, and his stock will continue to rise.
How confident we are in Tanner as your quarterback? What the heck? Um, um, well, I'm undecided. He's not the starting quarterback. That makes no sense. Why we would have Tanner McGree for thing and everything? He's not the starter. Um, film prep.
Film rooms are the forum where strategies are discussed and victories are born. Each person there has a voice and a chance to step forward with what they believe is the key to this week's game.
Suspect linebacking group. Okay. Well, we always. Okay. That makes sense. Okay. Cool. Um. Yeah. Let's just agree to targeting linebackers. Yep. 6 catches with Dallas Goddard. Yeah, that would be awesome. I'd like to see his stats go up. Rush for 100 yards with 1 rushing touchdown. That works for me. It's going to be hard to do and everything. It's like we're doing all this without our star running back, which is like really, really just harder to do. So let's look at our weekly strategy. Um, okay. Yeah, I don't want to do the high risk plays, so okay. Okay, we really just don't want to have I would want to do half pads at the max. So let's look at each position and see where people are. Um, okay, there's nobody at risk, really. I can see that. Okay, we want half pads. Let's go through everybody. This is good. Yeah, we're good with half pads for both of them. That's actually kind of a interesting one. Yeah, I don't play mini games. I just that's part of what I don't do. I don't do the mini game stuff. Don't think it's necessary. Um, okay, now we have some unknown guys and stuff that aren't important. So we're okay. Yeah, Barkley with his complete PCL tear. Yeah, that's understandable. And Jordan Davis, of course, is out as well. So feel pretty good. I'm gonna be able to upgrade some players. I'd like to see Reed Blankenship get the skill points up. He needs his stuff up. Um, hmm. Yeah, I'd rather get his own coverage up at this stage. Who else are we upgrading here? Yeah, it's people I really don't even know. Low tier people. Um, right guard. We want power upgrade for him because the guards and stuff. I always want to make sure that we're doing things for the rushing game. So that's always important. And like you have somebody on the inside, I always want somebody that basically makes sure they can hit and lead our rushing game. He's an edge guy. Um, yeah, we need somebody on the edge that actually can stop the run. His stats are weak as it is, so we'll just get him run stopper because it improves his tackling and stuff. So, and his awareness. So it's always good to have. I mean, the speed rusher is fine and all well and good, but his low ratings, it doesn't even matter. So I think we are all ready to go. So let's play the game. a Thursday night game, so it's going to be different.
Welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. But tonight we kick off Week 6 with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the New York Giants. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. They come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight. On the Eagles sideline, head coach Nick Sirianni. His guys really need a win in the worst way possible. 1-4 now to start the year. On the other side, Giants head coach Brian Daboll. His guys ready to feed off the energy in this building as they try to win one in front of the home crowd. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night prime time. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. Leading him out is their rookie quarterback, the young man out of Ole Miss.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it, because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
You look at this Eagle defense. They're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last.
And it's really difficult to prepare for this team. This is a #1 overall passing team in the NFL. But it shouldn't be.
And right away, he lost the football. And while all of that was going on, we have an injured player out there in need of some attention. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. To throw is Wilson. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Reed Blankenship.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The 2nd-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
And he's been playing at an elite level here in this early half of the season. Tops in the league in touchdown passes at this point. This is definitely a wide-open offense, so we'll see if he can keep his string of good games going right here.
A run on 1st down with Shipley. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 17 yards and a 1st down for Philly.
17 yards.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. It's a loss of 8 there on the 1st down play. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Burt sets up to throw it. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up fourth down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
A 43-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive stalls out, but the field goal does get them the first points of the night.
And 3 points, not to be underestimated. How about this, right? You're on the road. You're under the lights. National television audience. This is not a dress rehearsal, partner. This is for real. And a pretty nice opening statement.
Look at the juke. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Giants offense led by their running back headed out for the second possession. And they love to find different ways to get him the football. We know that. And you can see he comes into this week second in the NFL in receiving yards out of the backfield. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they'll be looking to make amends for that first drive, which came to a rather abrupt ending. That went out wide and intercepted. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Hurts going to give this to Shipley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, 2nd and right at a yard. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on 1st down.
Once again, it's Shipley. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They go play action with Hurts. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead grows to 10-0.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And possession switching back to the New York Giants. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
In there to drop him for the loss, linebacker Nakobe Dean, an outstanding play.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Reed Blankenship. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Safety blitz, such a fun play call to witness when it works. And the deep man can get home for a sack. Great timing by him. Interception earlier in this contest. Now a sack. He's definitely campaigning for Player of the Week honors, isn't he, partner?
Third and 19. Now Dart. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Straight ahead, Shipley. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down. The Eagles at a disappointing 1-4 as they start play. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
This short throw caught by Goddard. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 40. They give them 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Hurts. Room to maneuver at the 35, and down to the 28-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus, and indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
On the handoff, it's Shipley. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. During that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Second down and 8. Throwing is Hurts. This will be caught by Brown. And A.J. going to pick up an Eagles first down as he's down at the 17-yard line. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Back to throw. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Dallas Goedert with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Eagles are able to add on to that lead. Elliott now to add the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And the drive was all finished off on the touchdown catch by Dallas Goedert. So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And New York set to take the field. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Straight ahead, here's Tracy. Oh, he shifts past him. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
At the 37-yard line.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. A boatload of catches, 108 yards.
I like the performances he's put up throughout the year. That's the reason he's ranked number 9 in the league in receiving yards. And in a league that throws the ball around like crazy, number 9's a good number.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd down and 4. They'll hand it to Tracy. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Third and 2.
Let's go.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. First time that they called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know,
under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. They'll wind up losing sack there, and it's second down.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again.
Let's go now.
In motion, Slayton. Dart. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. You look at this Eagle defense. It's a unit that has had all sorts of issues against the pass. Dead last in the NFL, number 32 in the league.
And when you're getting ready to face the #1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
Ready, break. Here we go. Here we go. Cowboy
17-0 our score after 1. Ready to roll for the second quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football as they've got it with 4th down and 1. It's a quarterback sneak.
It seems like a short distance, but a yard in this situation, not easily done. So big compliments to the guys up front for creating some space, and especially the guy taking the snap and finding a spot, finding a sliver, an opening, and making it work.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off the bootleg, it's Dart. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Here's 2nd and 10. On the give, it's Tracy. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Gano's kick is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And this is going to be roughing the kicker, an inexcusable penalty, Charles.
You've worked so hard to hold him to a 3-point kick. Now you're giving him the ball again with a chance for a touchdown.
Play action now. Dart. And he wisely will throw that one away.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
On the run is Tracy. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great play there with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to cut into that deficit.
Well, this had not been the greatest of first halves to this point. They've been pretty well dominated in all phases of the game, so this was an important drive just to show they can move the football and finish. And now they're on the board here on the touchdown run.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. And it's 17-7. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And in the end, the finishing touch, an 11-yard run.
To kick off for New York.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Eagles offense and Jalen Hurts ready to take over once more. And he continues to show off his ability to run the football when the opportunity is right. He is the NFL leader in rushing yards from the QB position. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
2nd and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Hurts finding Smith for the Philly first.
A gain of 9 yards and an Eagle first down.
Waste of time.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. Open man has got it, the tight end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 33. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Philadelphia.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10, down at the 33. They'll give it to Shipley. And he's going to take this one down to the 25.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
At the 25-yard line.
From the 25, here's 2nd and a yard. On play action, they'll throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
A gain of 9 yards.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
2nd and 7. They'll set up a throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
When you run into slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Shipley will take this one in for an Eagles touchdown. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Elliott on for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
It's so educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. Jalen Carter working his way back behind the line of scrimmage and dropping him for a loss.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Here's Dart. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Jalen Carter in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a
So from the 36
Giants.
now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 as the 36.
To throw his Dart. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other, because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
Here we go.
From the gun, Dart. Pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
For a New York Giant. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
On the ground, here comes Tracy. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 10 more there and another first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the two tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. Down at the 35, it'll be second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Catch made by Slayton. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Tracy going to get it on first down. Now, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Throwing, dart. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sack back at the 29. Keely Ringo getting home from his spot in the secondary. But, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
On fourth down, on is Graham Gano for the Giants field goal. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. Gano's kick is good. And that will close the gap down to 14. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. They'll start on the ground with Shipley. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Second and 6. They'll set up to throw. This short throw caught by Goddard. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
A yard all they need, but it's third down. From the gun, it's Hurts. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be fourth down. On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Now a fair catch taken, maybe a yard or two shy of midfield. So a change of possession here on the punt.
I really screwed this one
Control
up.
of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Play fake, and here's Dart. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. To throw now, Dart. He finds Robinson. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Throwing his Dart. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Keely Ringo. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. So halftime is upon us on Thursday night prime time, and we go off to Orlando. And Scott Hansen for our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, thanks very much. And we welcome all of you back here on EA Sports for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Eagles offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's an early front runner for MVP in the NFL here in the first half of the season. As you can see, he's a league leader in passing yards at this stage of the game. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half. We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he's got his man on the out route. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Here's Hurts to throw. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down. Here's a give left side for Shipley. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Now Shipley again. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing is Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 20-yard line. Hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Here comes Shipley. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. The 71 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
They go play action with Hurts. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he will bring it back.
Good grief.
Pick 6 on a Giants touchdown. So that potentially a turning point here this third quarter. A 2-score lead down to 1 now following the pick 6.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense, delivered and accepted. We need to go out there and make something happen.
Gano for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 24-17. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. All right, Scott, great work as always. We'll see what the second half brings here. These two defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads at intermission. These offenses, they have had their way so far. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And you wonder, I mean, is it even possible, especially for the quarterback, to mentally reset after that quick of a turnaround?
But we're certainly going to find out, aren't we? Because that play will stay in your mind, but somehow you have to compartmentalize, put it aside, pick yourself up, and get moving in the right direction.
Now 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Dancing to his left. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
It's a gain of 10. And an Eagle first down.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the 1st down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key 1st down.
Hurts. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
It's a well-designed play here. 3 wide receivers in the formation. They're all going to run deep routes to put pressure on the safeties, and then they let their tight end cut his route off a little shorter and work toward the middle of the field. That's a difficult route to try to defend.
Throw left side complete. That's Brown. Now whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And 3rd and 1 now.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Eagles.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll run. Here's Shipley. And he dropped it about the 11 after only a yard.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9. On the run is Shipley. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
3rd and 4. They'll look to throw. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field. But defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. New York ready to go again offensively. Looking to put a drive together. A play fake, and now it's Dart. Got his man on the crossing pattern. It's Slayton. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
That's good.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
Well, short pass pulled in by Washington. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
From just shy of midfield, here's second down and 7. Dart. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Nolan Smith able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
180, 180.
A run on 1st down with Shipley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. Play action. Here's Hurts. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Brian Burns. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Hey, 73, 73.
On play action, they'll throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
That pass was like 5 yards behind him.
And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. And the Giants ready to come out now. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. They go play action with Dart. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Give that sack to Nakobe Dean.
Well, this has turned into an absolute week to forget for this quarterback. Multiple sacks. Pair that with multiple turnovers. As far as he's concerned, if he ever sees this defense again, it'll be way too soon.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Here's Tracy. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Now this thrown deep for Slayton. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And Hurts is intercepted. His 3rd of the game. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. That is now 7.
How do I keep on doing that?
Last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet and make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On play action, here's Dart. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Now Dart. Now they go screen. It's complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but with starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball into the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. See the athleticism there of Brian Burns stopping him behind the line. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge 4th quarter stop? Looking to throw. Smith catches left side. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Only needed a few inches to pick it up and get behind your center and burrow forward like he did.
And remember what the GMs have told us? We build an offensive line starting with our center, the guy who can make all the line calls and also move those big defensive tackles in order to pick up first downs.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Hurts going to give this to Shipley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. It's caught. Smith. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player, and it appears to be Devontae Smith who's having some problems here. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. New York set to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
A gain of 4.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
25-yard line.
Tracy trying the right side. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. And he's going to be taken down about a yard shy of the first at the 29. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. First carry now for A.J. Dillon. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that 1st down carry.
On 2nd down, another run for Dillon. And some room to roll now. And he will finally be taken down at the Giants' 34.
A gain of 30. And an Eagle 1st down.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
2nd and 12 at the Giants' 36-yard line.
Second and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Straight ahead, Shipley. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. The pitch goes to Smith. Escapes the defender. And that should do it. He's got a 1st down. And the Eagles, they can run it out from here.
A
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They go back to the ground with Smith. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Smith up the middle. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Tackle made at the 9-yard line.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Look at that. We got a nice, comfortable win for once.
The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From MetLife Stadium, good night, everybody.
Yeah, those second half turnovers, I got to stop the turnovers. I can't do that anymore. It's been killing us. And it almost cost us this game. I mean, thankfully it didn't. But it had the definite possibility of it. We stomped Dart. I mean, this is the way the defense is supposed to hold up. We've made him like a 57.3 rating. He threw an interception. Russell Wilson, he had one pass play. He threw an interception. I'm actually surprised that they have Dart starting. But I guess that's what the ratings have him, and basically it allowed it to happen. But Hurts had 271 yards, 2 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. I really don't like seeing that. But Shipley had 81 yards rushing. Hurts had 4 yards rushing. Smith had 25 yards rushing. Dillon had 30 yards rushing. So overall, our rushing offense was really good. I'm like really happy with how we did rushing the ball. Obviously, our game plan was feed Dallas Goedert. He had 10 catches, 145 yards. I tried to give it to our other tight end as well, and that's how one of the interceptions was made, and I think another interception and everything was from a crossing pattern and everything that I was trying to do with wide receivers, and that was not working. So I have to continue with the tight end focus, and yeah, it's like, and they wound up catching on and everything with us going to the tight ends constantly, and they adjusted their game plan, which is appropriate for a Madden game. It's what they're supposed to do. They're supposed to learn and adjust. So it was good. So we're going to do the recap, and then we'll end this week, unless there's anything else that's being said. Smith gets some good things. I forget how many sacks that he had. He really kicked butt today. One of them used his power rushing, because I'd like to see that. But speed rushing, because he's on the outside. This is actually really hard. I'm going to go speed rusher, just to help out that a little bit. Yeah, that was like probably the way to go. So that's really good. Here we go. We got a recap for quarterback breakout, which is not going to work because he didn't even play. Not a bad day from Tanner McKee. He wasn't playing. I mean, I don't. Well, he's earned 1,000 XP for not even playing, so whatever. The film room prep. Should get some bonuses here too. What was the biggest difference of the day? Yeah. Yeah. Ended up being Dallas. He took the challenge and dominated, which he absolutely did. Wow, this is cool. It's like really cool. I like that Dallas Cotter is on the podium and stuff. Um, um, I always praise the fans. You just, yeah, always want the fans to be on your side, especially since you need your approval to go up when we're having a losing season so far. So you basically just always want to give it to the fans. So that was like really good. And then we want to advance to next week. And then we will take a look. What happened with? Oh, you had the game of the week, whatever. Let's go to next week, and then we'll go to weekly recap.
Nothing like October football. Welcome in, everyone. This is your EA Sports Weekly Recap for Week 6. I'm Scott Hansen. Plenty of action to get to. We'll begin at MetLife Stadium. The Giants at home to take on the Philadelphia Eagles. And it's the Eagles' defense, which was a big part of the Super Bowl championship a year ago, making a play here. They forced Jalen Hurts into a bad throw. It's picked off, and it's going to be taken back all the way for the touchdown.
Yeah, that was the Giants defense. Thanks.
Field. Let's look in on the Packers as they host the Cincinnati Bengals. And this is Jamar Chase. Mark it down as a 65-yard touchdown catch. The Bengals are playing well. They improved to 5-1 with this victory. Lastly, let's go to Atlanta. It's the Falcons taking on the Buffalo Bills. And it's last year's most valuable player, Josh Allen. A touchdown pass from 15 yards away. The Bills improved to 4-2 on the year with another win. That's a wrap. Until next time, I'm Scott Hansen. Good night from all of us at EA Sports.
So that's basically it for today. Until next time, this is David B69 saying have a great day, everybody. I'm like really, really happy. We got a good matchup that we're going to be having next against the Minnesota Vikings. It's going to be really, really tough because we need to be playing better. We're going to be going up against another young quarterback this week, so it should be interesting. You can see our rankings are definitely a lot better here. The fans are 100% behind us. The general manager is mostly behind us, and the media is quasi behind us. So we'll take it. We'll take it. Yeah. You can see we're like still at the bottom of the division, but we have games against the Giants, a couple against Washington, and one against Dallas left. So we have time to make up that division lead. We just need to play well, especially in these next two games, to get us back to 500 and hopefully make a strong second half. So until next time, this is David B69 saying have a great day, everybody. Peace. I'm out.